be 100% brutally honest. How old are you?
40.
40?
Yeah.
You got a kid?
Absolutely, yeah.
No man's coming to pay your bills. I'm not gonna lie to you. It's not happening.
But it's happening.
No, I'm gonna tell you what.
Nowadays it is.
It's happening, and it's been happening.
Hold on. Is it happening right now this second?
Yes.
A man's paying 100% of your bills right now.
Well, no, he doesn't live with me, so I'm not asking for 100%. We don't live together. We just
okay. I'm just telling you. All right, you just a fuck around, but I'm not attacking him.
Yeah, because I want to be a fuck around, because I don't want to fuck around with him like that.
Do you really want to be a fuck around?
Yeah, for him right now, absolutely. It's nothing nobody in here can say to make me feel no kind of way about what I decide to do.
Hold on.
There is nothing anyone in here can say to make me feel any kind of way about what I do with me. She's 40 and she's okay with being just somebody to mess around with. She's 40. She doesn't care anything about her options. She ain't worried about her options going away. Why? Because she got an aunt that's 60 and just married a 40-year-old simp who got his money right. Simping come from telling these men how to go out here and get these women before you equip them with the spiritual strength and the mental capacity, and also the prism of the ism, the pimp principles they should apply to the square world. And you send them out there and then they get these women and they don't realize, yeah, homie, you didn't catch a butterfly, you caught a serpent, homie.
You can go anywhere to get the lies, but I know you came here to get the truth. Welcome to the Alphasphere. Welcome to the Alphasphere, the only place on the planet that's totally engulfed in positivity and totally submerged in alpha energy. I'm your host, Dr. BOA.
That ain't a butterfly, that's a black widow, dog. And they ain't prepared to deal with a black widow. And so what happens? Before they know it, they're owned. And once a woman owns you, man, she controls you. No matter what she does, you can't leave her. Why you think a man go crazy when they're in a situation? Because when the woman leaves, he's not losing her, he's losing himself. She has become him, and now the core of himself is gone. Why? Because she took all of his manhood and masculinity. She took all of his alpha energy with him. He's gone. Now the man feels like, wait a minute, I feel like I'm being kidnapped. Now he feel like he's being taken away. He can't control it. That's why those situations end up bad sometimes, because the man should have never got emotionally attached in the first place, homies. I ain't making this up. Y'all know I ain't. But let's finish.
Yeah, it doesn't matter.
Don't take this as personal attack.
I'm not.
Because we're not trying to make none of y'all feel no type of way.
Yeah.
We just giving you the honest truth as men.
From your opinion.
No, from men, period. Because you can read the comments when the video's over. Right?
And let me tell y'all another thing. Look at those three women. I want you to look at those three women. Now, one woman has her, she got some cleavage out, but it's cleavage. You can't see the round bulbous area or nothing of her boobs. You look at that chick that's doing all that talking, man, she almost got hers out. And I'm telling you, man, she the only one running her mouth, you know what I'm saying? Going back and forth. Won't listen to nothing. She won't listen to the advice, but she living the life that shows that the advice is true. Let's finish, man.
Right.
But they're still not all the men in the world.
No, look, when I'm speaking on the men, I mean the men you want. Not just the guy that's a fuck around that you like, I don't even want to take serious. We're speaking on a guy that you want.
So I don't want to take it serious because of my personal situation.
Do you want somebody to take serious?
Eventually I do. But right now I'm not in a position to do that.
So when he's speaking on somebody that you want to take serious. He's not speaking from perspective of what you're dealing with now. So don't personalize it. He's speaking in general. When you find this person that you want to take serious, that's the position he's speaking from. You're not speaking because you got somebody to fuck around. Right. When you find somebody that you don't want to fuck around with.
Okay, I'm gonna let him speak because I promise whatever he says is not gonna apply to me. But go ahead.
It applies to you because it's your reality right now. That's how it applies.
It's been that way, CG.
But listen to what I'm saying. Yeah. Your reality right now. Yeah. You don't have a man living with you. No. You don't have a man paying all your bills. That's your reality. Mm-hmm. You're speaking on a want. And then you're saying, well, I don't want it now, as if you can just go out and get it whenever you want. And men are telling you, wait a minute, y'all are being delusional because no, you can't, because we're the ones giving it to you. So
let me tell y'all something, man. When you hear a woman say none of it applies to me, and she says it's been like that, she believes she could continue to live that life forever. Forever. Because you know what? You have some woman out here that's 65, 70 years old, and she ain't got nobody, and she going out to concerts and doing all that. I'm talking about going out to concerts, man. I don't care what nobody say. It ain't no woman out here that want to go out to, concerts every time one come into town by herself. Ain't no woman who want that. So that was a woman who she can't get nobody that she want to go out nowhere with, so she got to go by herself. And this woman don't believe it's gonna happen to her. But they all feel this way. They listen. They feel like they're running out of time to get their career right. They feel like they're running out of time to get their money right. Of course, they feel like they're running out of time to be whatever kind of parent they're supposed to be. They feel like they're running out of time for those things. They never feel like they're running out of time to get a man who's gonna take care of their ass. You know why? Because they never truly run out of time. They never truly run out of time. Ain't nothing you could do about that.
Even though you feel, okay, when I'm ready, because I'm not ready right now, I'm just gonna go out and get it. First,
now, when I say she never runs out of time, I mean in her brain, she never runs out of time. But eventually, she runs out.
First of all, you're 40. You're only getting older.
I don't look 40. You laughing, but I don't look 40, so that doesn't matter.
It matters.
It don't. I promise you.
You know why it matters?
Yeah. Please tell me why.
Because you don't look 40, but there's somebody who actually is not 40. And I'm gonna go pay her bills because she's not 40. She doesn't have any kids.
That's you.
Let me ask you something.
That's you.
What bill?
Man, listen, she's saying that's you. She believes that there's a man who can have a 25-year-old woman that's gonna pick the 40-year-old woman to pay her bills. He's not. If a man can have a woman, if a man gonna pay bills and he could get a woman in his 20s, there's no way he gonna pick a woman in her 40s who still need her fucking bills paid when he can have a woman in her 20s. He can have a woman in 25, 26 who still need her bills paid. You know what I'm saying? Here's a woman who obviously has kids, but she believes that there's a man who will pick her over a better option. Even though women don't pick over their better option, they pick their best option.
Okay, let me ask you one question. What is the benefit of him paying your bills, a 40-year-old with a kid, versus a 25-year-old with no
Well,
kids?
the age has never came up, so I don't. Maybe I should ask him because the age has never.
No, I know. I'm asking you.
Yeah.
So just say.
I don't know. It's whatever he has the ability to do. If he wants to go pay, if he wants to pay whatever I ask him to pay, and then he's paying a 25-year-old's bills too.
No,
that's none of my business.
No, you're missing the question. I said because you said you could go get it, right? Like, okay,
well, it's already there. I just choose not to flip the coin because of my personal. I'm giving all my attention to my daughter right now. I don't have it to give to a man.
Right. So that's why he's not going to pick you. I'm not paying your bills and you can't give me all your attention.
That's fine.
Okay.
Right.
Yeah, that's fine.
No, but she's saying when I'm ready, I'm going to go get it.
When her daughter grows up and like live her own life and find her own husband or something like that, then who's going to be sitting there? What man's going to be like a shelf item and just going to be sitting there waiting on you to make your decision?
No, he probably won't.
Not the men that you want.
I'm going to be realistic. He probably, the guy that we're speaking of, he probably won't be waiting, right? And I don't expect him to. I understand. Who the fuck do I think I am? You just don't sit and wait for me. No, but I just I want to be clear though that because you guys have your opinions and then you know the statistics and all that, but there are still those certain guys that don't go by that same thing.
Let me tell you, those are the guys you don't see. This is the insanity with women. This is the insanity.
Why am I insane?
I'm gonna tell you why. Because men will sit here and tell you this is how we think. You guys will say, no, it's not. This is how you think. But you're a woman telling men how we think. We're literally telling you this is how we think.
I never disputed how you think.
But all of y'all men are the same?
No.
For the most part, yes.
No. So we need all y'all. We just need one.
Let me tell you.
For the most part, yes. We're more similar than we are.
There is a difference from West Coast to men that's born in the South.
Yes.
Huge difference.
Yeah, and East Coast.
No, seriously. You talking South, you talking very well mannered.
So we're talking about you're talking characteristics.
Yeah, exactly. Yes, I am.
Not how we pick our lifestyles. The way we pick women.
But none of y'all the same. I feel like every man has their own
mind.
Oh, you're saying it's easy. You're gonna pick. Men are always gonna pick the easier thing for them.
No, yes, we don't want.
That's
not easy. Not easy.
Men are always gonna pick what's easy for them. So you having a daughter and spending time with your daughter,
it's not gonna make them choose me.
Difficult for them.
But mind you,
so they gonna pick a 25-year-old.
But mind you, in the
Yeah, you know what? Don't try to fight it, brothers. Yes, it is too difficult for me. It's too difficult for me because I like my life to flow smooth. And so if that's the reason you don't have time, then yeah, why? It's too dumb for me. It just don't fit into my life. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, I take that. It's too difficult for me to fit something in my life that I deserve better than something that's beneath me.
Last 2 years of a couple of guys that I've dated have asked me to have their baby because they see how I raise my kids.
So I'm just gonna say this.
That's not cap. That's not cap.
Here's a woman who brags about a man saying, not a husband, that just a dude she was dating. She is bragging about the fact that a couple of those guys asked her, you know what? Let's take a listen to that, because I think she said in the past few years.
Because they see how I raise my kids.
So I'm just gonna say,
hold up, man. Let's go back.
I'm always gonna pick the easier thing.
We gotta hear this.
Yes, we don't want
that's not easy.
Not easy.
Men are always gonna pick what's easy for them. So you having a daughter and spending time with your daughter,
it's not gonna make them choose me.
Difficult for
but
them.
mind you,
so they gonna pick a 25-year-old.
But mind you, in the last 2 years of a couple of guys that I've dated have asked me to have their baby.
Now, in the past 2 years, a couple of guys she's dated. So that means that, and listen, we're going to get to one of the problems. One of the problems is she has no limits to how many men she feels like she could be with in any set period of time. She feels like she could be with 5 men today. And it's nothing. It's the same as being with 5 men over 10 years. To her, it's the same thing. So when you hear this woman say 2 men over the past 2 years, no man is talking about knocking you down. Either he done already hit or he want to. But think about this. It ain't no man that you not being intimate with, talking about, man, he want you to have his baby and then like that, unless it was in the heat of the moment. In the heat of the moment, man, dude, especially when you're young, man, you don't understand that words have power, and a woman will believe your ass. You will say anything in the heat of the moment, not even just when you're intimate, but when you're in the process of trying to be intimate. You're like, when you and a woman realize for the first time, y'all can't resist each other, whether that's the first time y'all meet or in a subsequent meeting. When that happens, there's a whole bunch of things go through your mind, because this buildup has been amazing. This buildup been going on for a few days or maybe even a week. This buildup been going on, man, until y'all had the opportunity to see one another again, and bam, it pops off. Ain't nobody sat this woman down and seriously told her, hey, I want to have a kid with you. Think about it. Ain't no man out here. What man out here is really talking about, I just want to put a random baby and a random woman that ain't my wife?
Because they see how I raise my kids.
So I'm just gonna say this.
That's not cap. That's not cap.
And you probably ain't even gotta sleep with them. They just
Wait a minute. That second woman said, and you probably ain't even got to sleep with them. They just be, man, let me tell you something. No matter how bad we think the simping is out here, it's worse.
No matter how bad we think the simping is, it's worse than that.